Coming up, if you are a property investor, you are going to want to keep watching. We look at the numbers of a property where someone made $87,000 in just 4 weeks by flipping a property. And the best price at auction last week will show you the property that sold for just shy of $5 million. Plus, the top 10 houses sold in Auckland in the last 7 days for under $1 million. It's Monday, December 2nd.
Financial freedom. Financial freedom.
Welcome to the show. Details on that house flip shortly, but first, we are here to debunk the myth that you can't buy a house in Auckland for under $1 million. Here's the top 10 houses sold for under $1 million at auction last week. The best price at auction last week was in Epsom. Let's take a look. Open home foot traffic over the weekend just gone was low. Let's have a look at auction clearance rates across Auckland. Now, what would you do if the vendor rejected your offer and then came back with a tricky counter offer? Today, we are looking at a real-life flip completed by Kelly, one of our workshop clients. We'll explore the numbers, the logic, and the lessons she has learned along the way. And at the end, you will tell me, was this a flip or a flop? So let's have a look at the basics. This property was located in Huntly, Waikato. The CV on it is $500K, and the goal with this deal was to flip this property quickly and then walk away with a solid profit. Now, it all sounds straightforward, right? But every deal has its challenges, and this one was no different. Kelly started running her numbers, and based on her analysis, she offered $400K, which was about $100K under the CV, but the vendor rejected it straight away. And this is the dilemma many investors face. At this point, do you increase the offer and then risk overpaying, or do you walk away from that deal entirely? But Kelly knew her top dollar, and she replied to the vendor, well, if you change your mind, let me know. And guess what? The vendor returned a few days later with a counter offer of $403,000. Now that's only $3,000 more than the offer she has originally placed. But there was a catch. Settlement had to happen in 2 weeks. Now, this is where preparation is really paying off, because Kelly knew her numbers and she was ready to act. So she accepted the deal, and now she knew the clock was ticking. Let's have a look at the 3 C's. Number 1, cash flow. This one was a flip, so there was no rental income. The focus here for Kelly was to maximize the value through strategic renovations and walk away with a stronger resale price. Number 2, with flips, time is money, especially when financed with short-term loans that has a higher interest rate, and in this case was 10.5%. Now, the incredible thing here is that Kelly was able to complete the entire renovation in just 4 weeks. She projected the renovation to be $65,000, but she came slightly under budget at $63,150. Now, there was a lesson here that we can all learn from. Kelly spent about $7,000 like removing a fireplace and recarpeting the garage, but it didn't add to the resale value. So, what's the takeaway here for us? Is always focus on improvements that the buyer will notice and add value to that resale price, because again, every dollar matters on a flip. Finally, capital gains, number 3. Kelly did her market research and she found similar properties in Huntley selling for $595 post renovation. So, based on that sale price, her projected profit before tax was $87,000, and that is in just 4 weeks. She turned the property around and she was able to make what many people earn in a year. So, flip isn't just about the numbers, there's a lot of strategy behind, and let's have a look at the lessons we have learned today. Number 1, stick with your numbers. So Kelly didn't overpay even when her first offer was rejected. Number 2 is be ready to act. When the vendor came back with a 2-week settlement, Kelly was ready to take action. Number 3 is focus on the buyer value. Avoid those unnecessary costs or expenses on the renovation that won't boost that resale price. So, was this a flip or a flop? A solid $87,000 profit would surely make me happy, but you tell me, what do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts on the comments below, and if you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more property insights.
Financial